Hey guys, what's going on? It's January, which means we have a new token shop. And as I'm sure most of you know, Death Rider is in the token shop. Woohoo! Thank you, devs. Thank you. We weren't sure if you were actually going to put him in the token shop or not, but you did. I'm so proud. As I'm sure most of you, if you're familiar with my channel, know, I love Death Rider. One of my favorite heroes in the game, if not my favorite hero in the game. I stress getting Death Rider at all costs, including with tokens. So Death Rider is a Season X hero. He costs 3,000 tokens, just like every other Season X hero. There are two ways to get tokens. One is from a $5 package every single day for 100 tokens, and the other is to complete hourly challenge reward 3. You can do this 3 times a day for a total of 60 tokens. I've already done it today, but you can get 60 tokens for free that way. So that's about it. If you're confused on how to get tokens, check out one of my previous token shop videos. And in the beginning, I pretty much explained the ways to get tokens a little bit more in depth. Anyway, I don't care about that. Let's get into the heroes. We'll talk about the heroes. And furthermore, I'll talk about which skills you guys want to unlock for Death Rider. So pretty much at all costs, buy Death Rider. If you have more than 3,000 tokens, even if you have exactly 3,000, buy Death Rider. There's no reason not to, in my opinion. So assuming that the token shop prediction is followed from here on, we'll have Koshe, Nomad, and then I believe Kamikaze. So some 3 pretty good heroes back to back to back. However, you pretty much need Death Rider. It's funny because it says Death Rider here, but his name is Death Rider, so the devs kind of screwed up a little bit. But hey, I'm not going to blame them. Actually, I should blame them. Anyway, let's talk about Death Rider. So yeah, like I said, one of the best heroes in the game. He does insane damage. Yeah, pretty much all of his skills are heavy damage based. He gets 10% increased vehicle damage, 20% increased might and resistance, and he gets 300 increased demolition power. So this is fantastic. He's pretty much the only hero in the game who does this. Actually, he is the only hero in the game. In a normal vehicle APC of full vehicles, you have a destruction power of 460. What this means is when you hit a base, when you break through a base, you'll see there is durability, so 3,500 for me. If you hit me and you break through, you'll deal 460 damage. So I will have 3,040 out of 3,500. Now it's not too important for hitting bases, but for hitting tiles, it's incredibly important. An enemy tile or an occupied tile is 500 durability, has 500 durability. Meaning if you send a full vehicle APC at it, you're only going to do 460 damage. So you'll have to send 2 vehicle APCs at it. Excuse me. That's not Corona, okay, I swear. Anyway, with Death Rider, however, and if you unlock his 6th ability, so you awaken him, you have 760 destruction power, meaning you can just one-shot this and occupy it right away. You don't have to send 2. The only other way that you can do that in Total War is by going north in the blue specialty tree, and you'll need, I believe it's 18 skill points. Maybe, yeah, I believe it's 18 skill points in order to unlock enough. You need all of these maxed and then 1 point in this. So once you have that, then you can one-shot, but you don't even have to worry about the points. You can put the points elsewhere. For me, I got a shit ton in red, but you'll probably have, virus immunity and land develop and stuff like that. So you don't really want to be spending your points just to one-hit tiles. Now, one-hitting tiles is incredibly important, especially if you're in a tile battle or a doomsday war. Sometimes you literally need to take a tile right away, instantly. You need to be the first person to take a tile in a doomsday war, or else, they're coming into your alliance center. Death Rider is pretty much going to save the day. And so you really, really, really want him. The other reason for having him is like I said, literally, if you're just in a tile war, you can just send Death Rider everywhere. He's very fast because he's in a vehicle APC, and he'll just take tiles in one hit. He'll save durability. So that's pretty much Death Rider in a nutshell. He's fantastic. Additionally, he does more damage with his 8th ability, and he has clarity, he has clarity status, which basically makes him immune to CC. So Tech Priestess doesn't screw him over. Hunk doesn't screw him over. Anna, Ivan, even Heaven's Redemption. So a lot of these heroes don't really matter against Death Rider. He's going to do tons of damage no matter what. Super consistent. I love it. Love him. Get him if you have 3,000 tokens. Now, a lot of you are going to have a question. Do I open his 6th or his 8th first? Let's say you have 2 copies. It's going to depend on you. So if you need him for, like I said, those Doomsday Wars, you're on base defense, for example, in your Alliance duel, you'll really, really, really want Death Rider. That's all I'm going to say. On Eden, it's not actually that important because the investment plan gives you 100% destruction power, but in Total War, it's very important, and trust me, Death Rider has definitely saved Doomsday Wars, for sure. If you are only concerned about base-to-base combat, or combat in particular, you just like to fight, all you want to do is fight, then you'll need his 8th ability. His 8th ability gives him 30% extra damage, 60% extra might, and makes him immune to CC, which, like I said before, is crazy OP. So it is up to you. If you unlock his 6th first, it's pretty much for tiling. You won't be as strong. He won't be as strong, rather. Your APC with Death Rider won't be as strong. If you unlock his 8th first, you'll be stronger, but you'll kind of be useless for tiling. Or not useless, but there's no reason for you to use him over somebody else. You'd actually want to use somebody else because he'll have like 50,000 troops and not even that plus damage. So you'll really only have 432. So yeah. In any case, like I said, it's really up to you and how you want to play the game. If you still have questions about that, please just ask in the comments. I'll try to help you out depending on your situation. And then leave his 7th ability for last, as hopefully most of you know. So that's the big news, the big gun. Death Rider, love him, get him. If you can't get him, please do everything you can to buying tokens. If you buy a couple of these packages this week or next week, you have 2 weeks basically, it's well worth it. If you spend $25 on these tokens for a guaranteed copy of Death Rider, it is so much more worth it than buying tickets for Death Rider. So that's all I'm going to say about that. So let's move on. Farseer. Farseer is a great vehicle hero in her own right. She's a season 3 vehicle hero. She's part of the 3 ladies or the 3 sisters combo that kind of took over the world in season 3. However, at this point in season X, you don't really need Farseer. There's almost no point in buying her with tokens. You're probably not even going to use her. There are some decent combinations with Farsier. So Kamikaze, Caesar, Farsier is a pretty obscure combo, but it actually works really well because of all the CC that Farsier provides and all the buffs and debuffs that she gives the rest of her team. Like I said, you don't really need her. That's a good combo. You can kind of put her in replace of like better vehicle heroes. So if you don't have Countdown or something and you have Death Rider, you can do like Vanguard, Farseer, Death Rider, stuff like that. But in most cases, I would just say completely ignore Farseer. You don't need her at this point. Not even close. Now, Panther is a little bit more exciting, a little bit more interesting. He's a season 2 vehicle hero, meaning at this point, generally you wouldn't use him at all, but he is super important for tiles. He's just like Sven. I bought Sven in the token shop for 3,000 tokens for tiling because you need Sven for forcing tiles. The same can be said about Panther. Ivanov, Sven, and Panther are kind of a part of the god combo for taking tiles, for forcing tiles in Eden. With Panther and those other heroes that I mentioned, those other 2 heroes, you can take level 16s at 100% poison. 100% poison. So you can have 0 immunity and take level 16s. Trust me, I've done it on videos and live streams before. it's a thing. You'll need that combo pretty much though, and you'll need like full Bane Blade, max T10, etc., and a ton of troops, but it's doable. So that's all I'm going to say about that. If you don't have Ivanov, you can run Undertaker with Panther. It works really well. You can run Kamikaze with Panther. Like I said, Sven with Panther is great. Honestly, a lot of heroes you can run with Panther, or you can just put him in the front row and then put somebody else in the back. So you don't need Ivanov necessarily. If you don't have Ivan and Sven, Panther is still going to, you're still going to be able to force tiles quicker, but not that quick. So it really depends. If you have Ivanov, I would recommend getting Panther. If you don't, you can kind of skip it. And that's really only if you're very competitive at Doomsday. If you want to be like one of the first people to hit level 12s or level 16s, you'll pretty much need Panther. So the main point about taking tiles is his 8th ability, 70% chance to enter counterattack, which deals a shit ton of damage. This is pretty much the reason to use Panther. So you can actually get away with doing 1 through 5 and 8. It's not amazing, but it's better than nothing. So if you just have 1 through 5 and 8, you can use Panther. If you have 1 through 5, Panther is not like any better than some other heroes. But so if it's your first copy, don't buy them. But if it's your second copy, you're really competitive in Doomsday and you need Panther to go along with Ivan Sven, for example, definitely get him. It'll be incredibly worth it. And you'll notice yourself just skyrocketing through the influence ranking really early. So guys, that's about it with the token shop. Thank you, devs. Finally, they put in Death Rider. He's my baby boy. Really, really good hero. I'm glad they finally did it. I wasn't sure, honestly. They might have just skipped him completely. Since they put back Death Rider, I am hoping that the hero prediction continues, in which case we'll get some pretty good heroes pretty soon. So stock up on your tokens. Make sure every single day you complete 3 hourly challenges. There's no reason why you shouldn't. So please do it every single day. The more the merrier, but at least 3 every day. So that's about it, guys. Happy New Year, everybody. We just started 2021. 2020 was pretty Nikes for most of us. So hopefully 2021 is fantastic. You guys we'll have a great year with me and with you. So let's kill it out there. Okay, guys, take care. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay lucky. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.